Previously on The Apprentice, Chris was determined to lead Apex to a victory.
I'm project manager, next task.
You got the call to the helm.
Put up or shut up, bro.
Sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
The teams were challenged to create their own bridal shop. The winning team is the team that earns the greatest profit. Good luck. Project manager Kelly knew Mosaic had an ace up its sleeves.
Happened to have a ringer on the team. Sandy's business is running a bridal store. The icing on this cake is her ability to sell a woman a dress.
Yeah, I mean, you imagine Chris Russo trying to sell a wedding dress?
And Chris was quick to throw in the towel.
This is almost impossible. I would not be surprised if both teams lose money.
In the end, Mosaic massacred Apex in a massive blowout.
So you did 12 times more than Apex did. Very impressive.
Later in the boardroom, Chris let Jennifer completely off the hook,
Out of the bad job that we did, I think Jen did the best.
angering Kevin and Ivana.
Unbelievable. Why would you protect her?
She always skates by.
She duped you, man. She got you.
And Chris was called out for his failed leadership.
Chris, last week you complained that this team was a mess and that you could straighten it out. And then you let Jennifer go. She continues to slip under the radar. I can't believe that you let her go. And I can't believe you led the team so badly. And Chris, you're fired.
8 candidates are left. Who will be fired this week?
Who's coming back?
Ivana's been in there a lot. Kevin's been in there a lot.
Chris had been somewhat lackluster on the task. He had really lacked energy. And I think we all knew that Chris was going to go at some point soon, so this seemed like the right time for him to go.
Ivana and
Kevin.
yo, bro.
Hello, welcome
Hi. How'd it go?
back. I need a glass of wine.
Hey.
He's like, I'm actually good friends with Kevin and Ivana.
But I'm keeping them.
But I'm keeping them in the boardroom. And even though I'm superficially friends with Jen, I'm sending her back up the suite.
I'll take it.
I was pissed that Chris brought Kevin and I into the boardroom and sent Jen back up to the suite. I think he was probably fallen prey to her hypnotic fembot spell.
Maybe that's your secret, Jen. You know how to dog somebody out in a really nice way.
You're like, what? Hello.
Hi, good morning. It's Rona. Mr. Trump will meet you at the Levi's showroom at 9 a.m. That's at 39th Street and Broadway. Have a good day. Bye now.
Thank you. 39th and Broadway.
there's a nice tie between the packaging, point of sale, and the fit communication. So it looks good. All right.
We need to change that.
Good. Thanks, Angie. How are you?
How are
Welcome
you,
to the
Robert?
Levi showroom. Nice to see you. You guys ready to come on down?
We're all set.
Okay, let's do it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the 11th week of your 15-week job interview. Apex, do you have any idea who your team manager is going to be yet?
It's gonna be me.
Kevin, okay. Mosaic, who's your project manager?
I am.
All right, good. West. Now the teams are getting a little bit uneven because Apex, unfortunately, has been getting their you-know-what kicked. So I'm going to ask Mosaic, you're going to have to choose somebody right now from your team to go over to Apex. Who is that going to be?
That's bad move.
Choose somebody. Let's go.
Just make a decision, Wes. I think that's all.
It's like I was standing in the right spot.
Well, you have a very good man.
We're very happy.
Okay, from their humble beginnings when they were created 150 years ago, Levi's has grown into a $4 billion company. I remember from the time I'm 2 years old, I've been wearing Levi's. I'm still wearing them on occasion. Because there's so many competitors today, the challenge for Levi's is to get the message out that they're more than just selling Levi's 501 jeans. Your task is to get that message out. You are going to be developing an in-store promotional catalog. You'll have access to world-renowned photographers and also experts at Yellowfin Graphics. Tomorrow night, you'll present your catalogs to Robert Hansen. He's the president of Levi's. The team to deliver the most innovative and exciting catalog based on Robert's sole decision will be the winner. Losers, as usual, we'll see you in the boardroom. Somebody will be fired. And as you can see, Bill this week will be replacing George, who's away on a business trip. And Carolyn, as always, is with us, so they'll be my eyes and ears. Do well. I hope you do a good job for Levi's. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wes pushed me away for different reasons. I had an exemption, but he pushed me away because he was afraid to go to the boardroom with me, with or without an exemption, because I'm stronger than he is.
Hi. Welcome to our team, Kelly.
All right.
Let's see what we can do.
Yep.
I was confident that with Kelly on board, we have a good team. I actually felt good about being project manager, about having the control finally. I've mentioned that I want to be project manager several times to the rest of my team. And Ivana said, you know, I'd love it, Kevin, if you were project manager. Jan said, and I support that. And that's how I became project manager.
Hey, what is it again, a promotional magazine or catalog?
It's a catalog. I think we all agree on fit, whether it's perfect fit
So definitely
or...
the fit.
Right. We need to show the versatility in the brand in terms of the different cuts. We need to show somehow that, you know, there is a cut for everyone.
I have an idea. It doesn't have to be like a traditional catalog. It could be a fit wheel where you have all this stuff on the wheel on the front, and on the back it's a wheel of the different sizes and stuff. And you know what I mean? So it's like, I was like, aha! I was like, you guys, I got it. You know, like let's make a wheel that turns. It's like a jean selector. Has a little dial, and you select the jean that you want based on what style or fit you're looking for. I mean, just imagine these are circles. They're just discs that are rotating, and every time depending on what you choose, it gives you a little pop-up of...
Ivana, can you draw it out, like exactly what you're seeing?
Well, this is close.
Because that's confusing me. Are you looking at it as somebody actually being able to use it to get to their perfect jean?
Yes. Jen is slow to understand what's going on because she's not used to thinking 5 steps ahead. If you want a corporate lawyer, hire Jen. If you want an out-of-the-box thinker, do not hire Jen.
So this would be like one page and then we do something else?
No. What would happen is if you spun this from women's to men, it would change what was down here.
I don't know why I don't get how this works.
This is a very strong team. Just because we lost Kelly doesn't mean we can't win.
This is a strong team.
We chose project manager randomly. We pulled his name out of the hat the night before the task was assigned, and his, Wes's name got chosen.
These tasks from now on are going to be won by the creativity. And with your expertise in this, and your mind for fashion and so forth, I mean, I couldn't have picked it. I mean, this is exactly who I envisioned as soon as we walked in the door.
I see this as having three very core elements to just making this happen.
You know what, Andy? Let's read it. Let me zip through this before we get off track accidentally. Let's just make sure.
I wasn't going to get us off track. I was just saying that I see three core things.
What are the three things you say?
I see there's the photo shoot being the models, locations, clothing. I spent a lot of time in our business working with layout and magazines, so I have the most expertise and the most practical business experience in the area of advertising, layout, and design. No one else in my group brings that particular skill set to the table. But just know that I'm going to push this group outside of, my goal is outside of your comfort zone. I'd like to see us step outside the box because we need to figure out exactly what it's going to take in order to be compelling and innovative in the mind of the president.
Maria definitely wants to own this task. However, we have a strong team. Mosaic is a very bright, strong team, and even though she says she has the most experience, we are all here to help and we all have something to offer. It would be an awful, stupid, ridiculous idea to just leave Maria in charge of it.
Random House has really been amazing for Trump. Our last book, How to Get Rich, was so successful.
You should never lose your cool unless it's an act. If you're acting that you're angry because you want to scare your employees or you want to do something to get them to work harder, never lose your cool unless you have a reason for doing so.
And I promise you that will not be the picture we use because I hate it. This is the first time I've seen this one.
What we might be able to do is actually put some artistic photos inside the catalog just to show the jeans and different personalities.
The task was to create a prototype of an in-store catalog that Levi's was going to use to help bring in consumers. We arrived at the photo studio, and we just had to get organized. We wanted to find out what clothes were going to look good on everybody and get everybody situated.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on? You want to be able to help the consumer feel good about the jeans, that those jeans are for them. You don't do that by putting models up there who weigh 110 pounds and don't look like 99% of the people that walk around this world. You do that by having real people up there that people can identify with.
You ready?
Let's do it. So we made a decision to put ourselves in the print ads.
You can laugh now. Yeah, there we go.
We're a diverse group of people. We've got different body types, different attitudes, and I thought it would show well in the campaign that really was about being diverse and outfitting everyone.
Let's look here again.
That's all good.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you think about when you try on a pair of jeans? And we all said, oh, well, how does it make us look in the rear? So
don't move.
These jeans are all about making this look good, and we really wanted to focus on that.
Look at that.
Good. Yeah.
We can do it.
I mean, let's just try a couple.
We can do it. Smokes.
When Jen walked out with her hair and face all made up in these tight little jeans and a t-shirt, I was like, damn.
I think that looks good.
Have a black leader.
I think with that tank top.
And she's rolling around on the mat over there like she's done this 100 times.
And then chin down a little bit.
I feel like she knows what she's doing.
Jen is the perfect kind of person I need to be a model. I think Jen would make a great model. She's really attractive and she can manipulate her persona in any way, and that's what you want in a model. You want them to be able to act on at the drop of a pin, and I think that's what she does.
We got enough back shots?
Spin around, let's see.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Money shot right there.
Give me just one hand in.
Yeah, I guess some of them. I have very little experience dealing with models and photo shoots, so put some added pressure on me, definitely.
Yeah, lift your arms up so we see the jeans. You got some movement. Yeah, just keep it up just like that. Right there, right there. That's pretty cool, cool. Are those jeans too tight for him?
Too loose? Wait a minute, girls. Does this make sense to do a big group shot if we have multiple jeans in the same shot?
We need some of these shots. We're going to work them in as we can.
Yes.
So, okay, here's what I need for you to do, and then you two, can you get me, I need for her bra not to show. Can you make sure that happens?
I thought that was
No, I think it actually is distracting. No one is driving the ship. We've got to have someone direct this photo shoot. It's, you know, someone needs to take charge. I'm directing, you take the photo, and I'm here to make sure that we've got the right shot and get them off the stage.
Okay, get up there, direct them.
Okay, you've seen how it's going. We're gonna do probably 5 like this. We're gonna do a couple of the butt, great hip action, kick the foot out or whatever. All right, there, that's it. Okay, do one more.
When Maria flew in to the studio on our broomstick, the whole attitude of the room changed. She thought that no one else was competent enough to direct the photo shoot.
They're gonna do bitchy Calvin Klein, like could hurt somebody. Bitchy, bitchy, bitchy though. There you go, you got the attitude. Give us as much butt attitude as you can.
It's funny.
That's a great shot. We realized the importance of having good butt shots. Feeling hip, feeling sexy are very much in tune with the Levi product.
We gotta have like 5 or 7 shots per person if we're gonna do
We
all
still have
these.
like a few jeans to get through.
Yeah, and we gotta edit them all.
501, 567, 2 shots of
She's
this.
just gotta stop taking 15 pictures of everybody.
Yeah.
That's what we don't have time.
Hey, this is out of control. Maria.
Andy,
Well, let me talk.
please.
I mean, you're just gonna have to just do something here, dude. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, this task, a major part of it is time management and getting your materials in to meet deadlines. We needed to take 3 to 5 pictures per person, and then sometimes we were taking 20 pictures, 30 pictures per person. We had deadlines to meet. So I was constantly telling Wes, you gotta put your foot down and tell her the way it is, otherwise she'll never respect you, and she'll walk all over you.
It's okay, next.
Okay, next. Okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's it.
I understand, I understand. Do not get in my freaking face. I understand, back off.
Okay.
Moving on.
Wes backed off. I would have been like, you outside. I would have put that fire out quickly, and I would have let her know that, you know what? I'm still the project manager on this task. If I'm telling you to hurry up, hurry it up.
Give me bitchy or give me death. That's what we're thinking that we want to use for the wallpaper for the most part, the background. The colors will need to be like a weathered black. We got to Yellowfin, our graphic designers. I spent a little bit of time talking with the designer about my vision. Someone really needs to take the reins of this and drive this particular task. Can we please have time by ourselves? I really want to ask him a lot of questions.
I won't talk. I want to see what we're up against.
Game over. We can revise this a little later.
Listen, I don't think there's anything wrong with checking up and seeing how things go. And I will do it.
want the
and
rules.
That's the way it's going to be. We had a deadline with the design team, and I wanted to see what the final product was. And Maria didn't want anybody to go in the room and take a look at it. And I thought that was completely unreasonable. Maria's a control freak. She doesn't want anybody to have anything to do with it. Wes,
And it was 1:05.
standing there looking at the computer screen. She was like, get out of here, you can't look at it.
That's her attitude.
That's her attitude, and that's unacceptable. I worked on that just as hard as she did.
Here's
We are
the deal.
a team.
I am bringing it in to show it to you.
You can't basically like shut your screen and be like, it'll be a surprise.
It is not a freaking surprise. Every single thing that you said you wanted is in there.
So why was there to look at it?
Well, there was nothing to see. So
All right,
I hope you saw what you
whatever.
wanted to see.
This fight, honestly, would never have occurred if Wes from the beginning had not been afraid to say no to Maria when she needed it. Also, you know, Wes is a little bit to blame for letting it to get this out of hand. If they have a fight, it should last 30 seconds and be over. They were fighting for 20 minutes.
Maria, you have a track record of being extremely controlling and owning everything and not delegating, not letting anybody else in. You want to be totally accountable for the win, but not for the loss, it seems like.
I think that Sandy is quite unprofessional at times. It angers me to be called a control freak because I'm just quite simply not.
No one likes to
quite-
feel
not-
useless and
not to
feel
the
like
I
they have to
agree.
be dismissed from a room.
I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't like to be
Sandy, then
dismissed
let me
from a
ask
room.
you for your apology. I would like to apologize to you. I
Fine.
sincerely apologize. Will you forgive me and not bring this up anymore?
Yes. If
Thank
you don't dismiss me from a
Thank
room,
you. I
we're
will
good.
never dismiss you again from another room. Just know that you have beaten me down when all I wanted was to give you something that you could rip apart so
not
that you
trying
could
to
do that.
beat you
And I'm
down.
not a control freak. I am constantly reminded that no one is my friend. I'm not here to feel good. I'm here to win.
Hey, Madhu.
Hi.
Ooh. This is great. Can I take this with me?
Yeah, sure. You can take both of these in the meantime.
Okay.
I'll just fix the tag.
Awesome. You're the best. I was looking at the denim pocket and our slogan of the original Levi's, the perfect fit, fit wheel, the perfect fit. And I'm like, hey, the fit guy could fit in your pocket. I'm like, duh, put the fit wheel inside of the denim pocket, which is really our catalog. And that's when it all came together.
So innovation tempered by an understanding of their past, where they've come from.
Right.
I was just thinking, as soon as I can go see the product, I think it'll be like inspirational.
No, absolutely.
So-
They're finishing it up right
Yeah.
now. But I mean, you can just get the bullets down. You know the concept, so we can talk to that.
Sounds good.
Jen was useless a lot of the time, asking us what's going on, what are you guys talking about? I don't understand what you're saying. She couldn't get the concepts. We're brainstorming, we're bouncing off of each other. We got to do it quickly. We have a limited amount of time. Jen couldn't get up to speed. They had to neutralize her and give her busy work so she wouldn't bother us while we're doing real work.
Got some pretty good pictures.
Jen's back working on the presentation. At this point,
Want me to call her?
No,
No.
you got 15 minutes.
All right. Just curious.
With every task, she just gets more blonde and blonde. And she gets more prissy.
I think Kevin gave me busy work. I think he really marginalized me on this task. Kevin and Ivana are both the weakest players on our team, and I think they have long held a grudge against me that I've escaped the boardroom. I also think Ivana looks at me as somebody who is her biggest competition, and I think it eats away at her. She wants to get me into that boardroom. She wants to get me fired, even though she has no reason for that.
Rona, cancel all of my appointments. I'm going down to Levi's. Right, everything canceled. Thanks, bye.
Now, if I go in there, all right, I'm gonna have my laptop here, and I have all this right in front of me.
We finally get everything done, and it's time for the presentation.
I can be honest. What? If you're not gonna wear jeans, then you should just go all out suit to show that we're doing it out of respect, not that we forgot to wear jeans.
I think it's cool like it is.
I think it's cool like it is.
Okay.
Hello, Team Mosaic.
Hello.
This is Tracy King. She's the Vice President of Sales for Women, and Nick Coe is the Vice President of Merchandising on the men's side of the business. So, what do you got to show us?
Well, what if the jeans could talk? What kind of story would the jeans tell about the person who's wearing them? They're saying I'm authentic. They're saying what's not to love, and the catalog speaks for itself as well.
Here's what we wanted to do. First of all, our goal was to get into the mind of the consumer, and that was actually simple because we are your consumer. So we thought it was important to first of all tell this story. And this tells a story about the fact that you've been around for a long time, and in fact you've been the leaders in making jeans, and that people want to be you, and that's a really cool thing. And then we put this beautiful, she's now 7 feet tall here, Jana. This was actually one of the bandanas in your store. Someone in one of your shops created this top, and we went ahead and put her in this, and then the gentleman helped us create this skirt out of a pair of 501 men's jeans.
And why on a woman?
And why not on a woman? If being sexy is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
Maria dominated the entire presentation. She said a lot of things that I would not have said, a lot of things that I'm sure Wes did not want said, and it was just not good for the team.
Most of the product that you've got in the catalog are actually front shots with the exception of one. What was your thinking there?
We got a lot of butt shots. A lot of butt shots. The jeans were fitting more loosely than we would have liked for a really solid butt shot.
Maria cut out all the butt shots because she didn't think that they were perfect. Maria lobbied that she knew what she was doing as far as the pictures were concerned, and she let me down in this respect.
Thank you. I think you guys did a good job. My initial reaction, I think you tried to accomplish a lot, and I just need to think about that. The only other thing I would say is you dressed casually, but not everyone's dressed in Levi's jeans. So
and
what's
there is
up
a
with that?
reason for that.
Yeah?
Not even 30 minutes before we got ready to come on, there was not a way for us to purchase them.
The only thing I'd say to you is planning ahead next time, you guys. At least you tried. We appreciate that. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Let's see what the other team has to say. Hello. Hello, Team Apex.
How are you?
I'm well, and you?
I feel good.
I've seen it. Change the clothing.
Absolutely, had to do it.
Okay, go ahead.
This company is about jeans. This company started the category. Perfection is the best way to describe this pair of jeans. Perfect fit, perfect for any time.
I thought Kevin came off as pretty aggressive in the presentation. I mean, he was sweating and he was extremely fired up though.
Our team, we sat back, we talked about it, and we wanted to bring you a catalog.
So I was really worried about that. It was just really disgusting, and hopefully they didn't take that in the wrong way, or hopefully they didn't feel intimidated.
And we want something that was going to be able to continue to build the brand loyalty and continue to draw in customers as you've been doing for 150 years. And you know what? I'm just going to let Ivana take this away and just get right into it.
What's the first thing you look at when you try on a pair of jeans? The butt. So we took that to heart and we thought, hey, let's make a promotional catalog that's based on the seat of the pants. Basically, we're saying the original Levi's, always the perfect fit.
I know some of those people now.
Yeah, real jeans for real people. We wanted to put a different spin on the fit guide. So we're saying to help you achieve that perfect fit, it basically lists all the different fits for women and men, and you just sort of rotate it around to see all the available choices you have.
So how'd you come up with your idea? What got you to the point where, like, this is what you wanted to do?
We know that jeans are something that men and women have problems and difficulty in trying to find the perfect fit. So we're gonna solve that problem by grabbing the customer at the door. We're gonna be the first stop.
Ivana, having been the creative force behind it, was really the only one who could answer the question. But Jen shot in there and decided that she was going to basically try to take credit for Ivana's idea.
It's going to help them interface and interact with the store clerk. They can go in there and actually say, this is what I'm looking for.
I had to wait for Jen to stop talking in order to get my point across. I didn't want to cut her off, but a couple of times I had to because she was delivering the wrong answers.
What's most important to me about my jeans? What's going to make me keep coming back?
I think you've helped us launch a really creative brainstorm, and then we collaboratively just started feeding off of that.
I think you guys did a really good job. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you all.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
All right, nice to see you.
Hello.
Donald.
Hello, Robert.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
And I have my girlfriend. She's wearing your jeans.
Those look fantastic on you.
How are things going?
Great. We got some good work. I think the team's worked really hard, and we were just about to bring them in.
Very good.
First to arrive, Team Apex. Team Mosaic. So, Apex did a really, really good job on this piece. You started immediately reinforcing what the brand positioning is. It's all about the butt, and you delivered that in the piece that you put together really cleverly. This piece accomplishes the second goal that we had, which was to communicate the category-leading range of jeans that we have for men and women, and you nailed that perfectly. We think the piece, it doesn't have as much of the wow factor. It's not as sexy as we would like it to be, but overall, we think you did a really good job, so well done. Mosaic, we think you did a great job in communicating the sexiness of the brand. There are some things about this that we don't think you did well. We don't think that you delivered a clear communication of the fit range. We don't think that you balanced the truth about the Levi's brand, that it is for young and old, male and female. And for that reason, Apex, you win.
Oh my God, finally.
Good job, Apex. That's very good.
Oh my God.
Robert, on Apex, who did you think did the best job?
I would have to say I think that Jen did the best job all around because she was the most confident. She played a more balanced role. I think I'd give it to Jen.
I was so angry when Robert had said, out of these four, I think Jen did the best. Jen doesn't have one creative brain cell to even think of something like this. In fact, she didn't even understand the fit wheel until it was produced, until she could see it in front of her. And all of a sudden now she's getting all this credit in front of Donald Trump.
Good, Jen. So finally, the education's paying off maybe, Jen. That's very good. Well, Apex, congratulations. You're gonna like this one. A very good friend of mine is Billy Joel. And Billy Joel, as you know, has a Tony Award-winning show on Broadway right now. It's called Moving Out. And it's terrific. I've seen it twice. What you're going to do is go to the theater, spend a lot of time with Billy Joel. He's going to play songs for you, talk to you, and you're going to essentially spend a lot of time listening to the great music of Billy Joel. So that's really terrific. Mosaic, sorry to tell you folks, but
I'll see you back in the boardroom. Somebody will be fired.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Kelly.
Hi.
I'm Ivana.
Ivana.
Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Kevin.
In our pitch for Levi's, we looked at them as an icon. They were the original jeans. And it's an easy jump to say, you know, Billy Joel, definitely an American icon. His music, you know, speaks to the masses, speaks to everyone, really heartfelt. And that's the same way we felt about the jeans.
So this is the theater, the interior. As you can see, the band is actually up on a thing called a travelator. And the travelator goes up and down. In this show, it's extremely important that people see the band. I never thought about my songs being done this way on Broadway. This is an enterprise, it's a business. It is a huge risk. If you got a stinker, you got a stinker, just like in any other business. Fortunately, we ended up having a winner.
Billy Joel basically told us the Broadway business is hard, you know, producing a show like this is hard, but sometimes when you take a big risk, there can be a big reward.
She's got a way about her.
I think the highlight, though, of the whole reward was when he gets down to the piano and he starts playing some stuff for us. Starts playing some of the music from Moving Out, starts playing some of his old stuff, some of his favorite songs.
I wish you all luck in what you're doing, but take risks, take chances. Don't be afraid. You got to go into life brave. Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes.
Billy Joel spoke to us about taking risks, and that's exactly what we did with this task because I felt like there was going to be a big reward on the end. And there was a huge reward in the end, meeting Billy Joel.
Anybody to walk in there and try to pin the entire in-house promotional thing on me means that the rest of you are sitting on your asses. And that's dangerous for you all. Hey, here's the deal. I'm going after Wes. Operational misfit, lack of leadership, no direction. And by the way, he's the only person in this group right here that's lost twice.
I will tonight speak openly, honestly, about the fact that we did not have a complete plan. We came close to not meeting a lot of our deadlines. That is not a Maria problem. That is a leadership problem. And Wes does not seem to have solid leadership abilities.
I'm no dummy.
No, I know.
You know. I know people plotting against me.
We're all vulnerable here. I mean, I'm particularly vulnerable because I'm the PN.
Look, I got a lot to defend. No question about it, man.
Dude, I'm not selling you short here, man.
But I think Maria has a lot to defend.
Maria should be fired tonight. She demonstrated that she has no ability to work within a team at all. A leader and a CEO of a company needs to be able to work in a team environment.
Maria, tell me something. Jeans are supposed to show off a body.
Right.
In particular, they're supposed to show off the ass. How come you didn't show off that part of the body?
We did. We actually had a number of photos in our piece that had the
but
ass
you didn't present
illustrated.
them in the end. In fact, the only one I saw wearing jeans showing off was when we spun Melania around.
Maria didn't like those shots
No, no,
because they
but-
didn't quite. She felt that they didn't quite work.
But you're the boss, ultimately, so who cares what she thought?
Ultimately, it is my decision. That's correct.
Why the fighting? There was a lot of fighting that I witnessed.
To be honest with you, Bill, it was close to our deadline, and I thought to myself, I want to know what's going on in there. And I walked in the room, and Maria immediately said, "Get out. I don't want anybody in here." That really upset me.
Sandy,
Do you think you should call him Bill or Mr. Rancic?
Whatever Bill
You know
would
why
like
we
me.
have created a monster here. He may want to be called Mr. Rancic. Wes, do you think Maria's talented?
Maria is talented, but in this case, she overpromised to me and underdelivered.
Mr. Trump, I used Maria in the exact same situation when I was project manager. And yes, she is very passionate, but she needs finite guidelines, and she was never given those guidelines.
It's killing me that everyone's talking about me except for me.
This task was told, yeah, but nobody cares what you have to say.
Evidently, no one cares what I have to say, yet
I tried
this
to
is
give Maria as
completely-
much direction as I could and much input as I could, as did the others. And
Maria, was he a good leader?
asleep at the wheel. The bottom line is that we lost this task on planning up front. You can be as creative as you want to be. If you can't plan and execute, you're not going to get the job done.
Half of you didn't wear
me
Levi's
see that.
closing on the presentation.
You're exactly right, which
I know
was
I'm right.
horrific.
You know, even Melania, she wore Levi's jeans. You didn't.
Yes, I know.
How could you not wear Levi's jeans?
That's a great question. Planning and execution.
And I
we had
3
no
times
plan.
checked.
Andy, you're a nationally ranked debate champion. You didn't say one thing in the presentation.
Andy, why are you so quiet? I see you week after week,
Sure.
and you never say anything.
Well, Mr. Trump,
And you escape because somebody else is more incompetent.
as far as why I'm quiet, the thing that I learned when I won the debating championship is not when to talk, but when to listen. And I think the problem on this team is that there was too much talking going on and not enough listening. And I think that's what led to our defeat once again.
Very nice answer. Wes, you can bring 2 people or 3 people back into the boardroom.
I wanted to bring all 3 of our team members back in
Okay,
because
all 3 are coming back. So, Carolyn, what about Wes as a leader?
Oh, I think he's a very sharp guy. He just can't delegate. He's a bad leader.
What do you think, Bill?
I think Wes, he cannot control the troops. They had a major fight go on for 30 minutes in their war room, and Wes sat back and watched the entire thing.
Maria doesn't seem to really work with anyone too well, and I wish Sandy would perhaps get her ideas across a little bit more.
She's being underutilized, but that's partly her fault. It's partly Wes's
Well, you're
fault.
being underutilized too, because I'd love you to go back to Chicago and start working on that building instead of being here with me. Okay?
I want to go back.
All right. Robin, let him come in.
They're ready for you to go back in now.
Maria, let me ask you this. Wes, lousy leader?
Definitely.
Wes, lousy leader?
Yes.
Andy?
Yes.
Can I defend myself here?
Yes. You better start moving quickly, because
I tried several times to speed Maria up during the process in the photo shoot.
Which
several
I
times I was
listened
nice
to.
about it, and after the 6th time I said, Maria, we need to speed this up. She yelled at me and told me to back off, is what she said.
If one of my employees told me to back off,
Carolyn,
that
I
employee
agree.
would not be working for me
Several
right now.
times I thought to myself, if I could fire Maria.
Why didn't you put her on the bench?
I wanted to do that, but
why didn't you?
Because it would have been a reckless decision for a leader to lose 25% of his workforce when we had a deadline in 30 minutes. My major mistake here was giving Maria too much leeway. There's an awful lot that I did there that proves that I can manage an entire task with multiple people, not just...
Not this time. Wes, let me ask you this. If you were me, would you fire Maria?
I would fire Maria because she has the inability to work as a productive team member. And in life, we all work within teams even though we are leaders.
Maria, you were difficult to work with. You lashed out at your project manager, which was completely out of line. Wes, you lost control of Maria and you failed as a leader. You both did a horrible job. Maria, you're fired. And I just have to do this. I have no choice. Wes, you're fired also. Go ahead. Out. Had to be done.
No brainer.
Yeah.
No brainer.
Good decision.
Never pleasant doing that, though, I must say.
But sometimes it's easy.
It's never pleasant.
But it's easy
That wasn't easy. Andy better step up to the plate.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
For more Apprentice, log on to NBC.com.
Ultimately, in this task, I made a mistake, and Maria made some mistakes. So, quite frankly, we were both responsible for this. And
Obviously, there are many regrets about how we operated this task. There's always something that you could do better.
anytime you lose, you have regrets because you go back, you play Monday morning quarterback, and you think, well, if I would have done this, maybe we wouldn't have lost. We made it a long way, and we also learned an awful lot. So I don't have any regrets for this at all.
I absolutely have absolutely no regrets as well. This has been a great experience. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I've had the opportunity to do it again. I would certainly do so.
And it's the first time I've ever heard those words.
Me too.
And,
I've never been fired as well.
I would at least like my own cab.